Hey Digby, have you seen this new video? It's got like a gazillion views.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
What's up, Pop Tarts, and welcome to the Pop Stop. I'm your host, Joey. This is my co-host, Bree Bree.
Hey guys.
And over here we got Digby. Say hi, Digby.
Wait, I'm actually on this thing?
Anyway, today we are talking about the Funko Pop animation series number 27 through 30, which is the Futurama line.
So as you guys know, Futurama is an animated series created by Matt Groening.
It's groaning.
No, it's Groening.
No, it's groaning.
It's Groening.
No, it's pronounced nuclear.
So anyways, Matt Groening also created a little known show called The Simpsons.
Never heard of it.
So Futurama originally aired on Fox in 1999, but sadly was canceled in 2003.
Unfairly.
Get lost.
However, it was revived in 2009 on Comedy Central.
Alright,
Yeah.
And canceled again in 2013.
Really?
Yeah.
God, you're like the bearer of bad news.
Yeah. So, good news is the Funko Pop line came out recently, and it consists of Fry, Leela, Bender, and the Robot Devil.
My favorite.
First up, let's take a look at Fry.
Digby, hit us with 360.
Let's rock it! Alright guys, here we have Fry, number 27 in the Pop animation series, the Futurama line. Full name is Philip J. Fry. This Funko Pop is a wide release, which means there are no exclusives here. And, fun fact, Philip J. Fry is actually his own grandfather. Now that's the full 360, back to you guys.
Alright, let's get us some Fry. Let's take a look at his box here. I actually really like the box. I love animation. They got the little skyline here, and they got the little rays that is like the title opening sequence for the Futurama cartoon.
Or the title page.
Shut up.
So to take a closer look at Fry, first I'd like to start with his hair. As you probably saw in the 360, he does have a very neat hair sculpt. It's got a very cool shape to it, the way it kind of flows.
I do like the do.
And it's a very good color for Fry. Another thing that I would like to comment on is that most of this collection, actually, Fry, Leela, and Bender all have much more narrow heads than the majority of the Funko Pops. I think that this actually makes it look more like the character, and I like that they did that.
That's probably why they did it.
Okay, but
I'm
I like that they did that. Another thing that I also like that Funko did is I like the fact that they gave it a much more cartoony round nose.
Not the triangle nose,
Not
people.
the triangle nose. This actually helps it look a lot more like Fry himself. They did manage to get some detail in. They've got, his little bands around his jacket and his collar and his little shoelaces. However, the one thing that I do not like about this pop is the color of this jacket.
That is not red, people. That's more.
Yeah, it's
more like a burgundy. That's how you say it?
It's more like a burgundy.
Yeah, burgundy.
Right. His actual jacket in the show, as you know, is very bright red, much more like the box. And I do not care for this color.
Red's a hard color too.
Well, what do you think about the pop?
I like it. I like his blank expression on his face. I mean, it's the character. You can see it's him. You can tell that he's not thinking. He looks lazy, and I like a lazy pop. I mean, for what it is, if you're a Futurama fan, you definitely need to have this in your collection. It resembles the character really well. What do you think about it?
So overall, I think that Fry is a really cool pop. He definitely looks like Fry. He's definitely got that blank expression. I think that if you're a Futurama fan, he's a great pop to have.
Enough about Fry. Let's get to Taranga Leela.
Alright guys, here we have Leela, number 28 in the Funko Pop animation series, the Futurama line. Full name, Taranga Leela. This Funko Pop is a wide release with no known variants or exclusives. And fun fact, the wrist device that Leela is seen consistently wearing throughout the show has been shown to have at least 7 uses. Among those is actually a tissue dispenser. Now that's the 360, back to you guys.
Let's take a look at the lovely Leela.
So for starters, I would like to comment on the fact that she does in fact come with a stand. I was really excited about this. The stand actually comes in the very bottom underneath the pop, and you can't really see it from the actual box. But I was excited about this because we have bought some pops that have very small feet, and because of the large pop head, they knock over really easily. And so she's actually pretty sturdy, and so I really do like that. Also, she has a very cool hair sculpt. It's very Leela-like, the kind of traditional ponytail we're used to seeing on her. Also, they managed to get a whole lot of detail, really good detail in her little ray gun, in her cuff, and even in her little boots.
Man, look at that beautiful eye. It's so full of sass. I think that's my favorite part, is they really captured her personality in this pop. Overall, I think it is a great pop. What do you think, Bree Bree?
Actually, this is my favorite pop of this collection. I really, really do like the fact that she has so much sass and so much attitude. And Leela is one of my favorite characters anyways, so I'm actually really excited about this pop.
Well, let's say bye-bye to Leela and hello to Bender.
Alright, here we have Bender, number 29 in the Funko Pop animation series, the Futurama line. Full name is Bender Bending Rodriguez. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Bender was manufactured in Tijuana, Mexico, hecho en Mexico. This Funko Pop is a wide release available at a variety of retailers. And fun fact, Mr. Bender's name is actually an homage to the character of John Bender in the film The Breakfast Club. Now that's a full 360, back to you guys.
Bender Bending Rodriguez. Let's take a look at him. First off, the first thing that I noticed when I saw this pop, I was kind of slightly disappointed that he doesn't have a mouth. I mean, for such a mouthy character, you'd think he would have, that defining Bender mouth. But it's still okay. My second thing that I have a concern with is this kind of dull gray color. Why couldn't you make him a metallic? But cool thing, I did hear that they are coming out with a solid gold San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It's going to be in the same box. It's just a repaint. It's going to be a repaint with a little bitty sticker that says San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So of course I want it.
Well, to point out some of the more positive notes about this Bender, he does have quite a bit of detail. I mean, as far as Bender can have, he's got all of his little arm and leg joints. He's got, the same shaped feet and his little chest compartment. He's also obviously holding a beer bottle. And one thing that is kind of, I guess, not disappointing, but to point out is he is very wobbly. And that's partially due to the fact that he does have small feet. There's not a lot you can do because that's just how Bender is. One thing, actually probably my favorite thing about him, is just the overall kind of look and scowl that they have given him. He's got kind of that drunken, sassy scowl that we're used to seeing Bender have, and so I really, really like that about this pop.
Yeah, overall he's good for your collection. I mean, he completes it. He's a good addition, even though I have some little slight issues with it. I would still buy it. I recommend you buy it for your collection.
Well, you did buy it.
Shut up.
So I agree with you, actually. I mean, he's not my favorite out of this line, but you can't really have a Futurama line and not get Bender, and he looks just like Bender. So I think that he's definitely one to get.
I agree. But now, all hail Beelzebub, aka the Robot Devil.
Alright guys, here we have the Robot Devil, number 30 in the Funko Pop animation series, the Futurama line. Full name, or should I say, real name, Beelzebub. This Funko Pop is a wide release available at a variety of retailers. And fun fact, Beelzebub plays a golden fiddle, and his first appearance is in the episode entitled, Hell is Other Robots. Now that is the full 360, back to you guys.
Let's talk about the Robot Devil. I only got one thing to say about him. He's my favorite. And I got another thing to say about him. He's perfect. What do you think about him, Bree Bree?
Well, let's take a closer look. So for starters, He has a very cool sculpt. One thing that he is also very different from these other Pops is he's very angular. His sculpt is very angular. There's a lot of very sharp edges. Well, not sharp, but you get the point.
He's also very horny.
He's got the really cool horns, the really defined brow bone, along with the nose as well. Another thing that I really like that they chose to do was to actually, inset the mouth and make it actually 2 different layers to give it kind of a neater effect. One thing just to kind of comment on is ours has kind of a messy teeth paint, and several of the ones that we've seen in store also have a messy teeth paint. So if you're looking for him, maybe that's something you want to pay attention to and make sure you get one that's got some really clean teeth on him. I really do like the fact that they have the pitchfork on the back. He's got this really cool bright tail. They also did a really great job with getting his feet and insetting the torso, and I mean overall he's just a very detailed, probably one of the more detailed Pops that we own as far as sculpting goes.
Great sculpt. I did hear a little rumor that there might be a variant of him playing the fiddle, the golden fiddle, Charlie Daniels style. So I don't know if I did actually hear that or I dreamt it. If not, make it happen, Funko.
So this is a really fun collection. I love that we bought it, and one of my favorite things is that they were able to capture the expression of all of these different characters.
Speaking of the characters, it's interesting about this collection is how they have 3 main characters and then they threw a curveball with the Robot Devil, even though I do love him. But I hope they extend this line. I'd like to see a Zoidberg, maybe a Hermes, a Professor, and what about the Hypnotoad?
All glory to the Hypnotoad!
Well, this is the end of our review. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to our videos, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
The links are down below.
You can leave a comment down below.
Also, if you have any suggestions for future reviews or y'all just want to see anything, feel free to let us know and we'll try to make it happen.
That's it for us here at the Pop Stop. Remember, once you pop, you can't stop.
Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.